here to talk about Halo. Halo Season 2 Paramount Plus is back and it's coming with a reckoning. And believe it or not, it may be very much so better than the first season. I have here another co-host that I think never done any content as far as reviews with me, but he is amazing and I'm happy to have him here. We've gone through the first two episodes together. It's going to be fully broken down, but we're going to go and give you guys our non-spoiler discussion on what we think about Halo 2. What's up, Busy?
Hey man, yeah, I'm really excited to talk about this, dude. I mean, like you said, it may be better than the first season, so that's something to be excited about for
Yeah,
sure. But
yeah,
it's gonna be interesting, and I feel like this review specifically is gonna be uh really important, considering that we have a really big Halo fan right here, and then we have someone who's not familiar with the source material, so we're kind of like both bouncing back and forth, kind of figuring out what we like and what we don't like, and I think it's gonna be really cool to hear both of our perspectives.
yeah, yeah. I mean, one of the things I liked about the first season was kind of how it opened. Like it was like Master Chief, like came out of nowhere, started saving the day, and like that first episode, it just was like a nail drop. Like, all right, cool. Then after that, it was like he ain't in the helmet anymore. He's not doing much. He's a lot more of a dissection of who John is, who his team is, who Halsey is, and I think that in hindsight now that had to happen to get us to where we are right now that I can really appreciate and value that now the team is full on. They are chipless, they are flawed, but they are whole pounds. The
Mhm,
VFX is ramped up in this one. First two episodes off rip, like Spartans are running, they are shooting, they are attacking, and
mhm.
the Covenant are even more vicious. So, from a visual aesthetic, it is very exciting what you're seeing. Like there's there's some crazy sequences that are happening from an action standpoint. And even like I think from anticipation, like you don't know things that how it's gonna go.
Mhm.
And I like that it's very vicious and volatile from a covenant standpoint, but also from our heroes. It's very unpredictable. And so I appreciate the level of scope that they're kind of maxing out on this one. But what about you, Busy?
Yeah, the first I don't want to go into it too much, but like the beginning of the start of season 2 is just it's such a bang. They go off. They just did such a good job letting us know what they're doing. Like they took a big step up in my opinion. And I want to say like the beginning of that episode, I was just so focused. They were just it was insane the amount of stuff they were giving us. And like you said with the VFX, the action, everything, it was up a level compared to the first season in my opinion. And I feel like they are trying to keep that up throughout, the first couple of episodes, and I feel like that's something for me that I really like to see because I'm not too familiar with these Spartan characters. So to see what they're capable of and what they're actually able to do, whether it's practicing or actually in the field, it's really cool to see. It really is, and it's why I'm enjoying the show so much.
Yeah, and I mean, our Spartans from the first season are back. I mean, all of them for the most part. Kai, Riz, Varric, and of course John. Um, and through the course of these few episodes, like they really are starting to break them down in terms of kind of their push into this war and kind of what is kind of left them to be on an
Mhm.
emotional level and as a team. And the other thing about this, they added a new player to this because from the first season, of course, our favorite mad scientist, she's gone now. So what does that mean? Like somebody had to kind of fill that gap in that power vacuum. And Joseph Morgan is the person that filled that power vacuum. I'm not gonna go into who or what he is, but he is absolutely a force to be reckoned with as well. You love to hate him immediately. And in two episodes, you see the depths of kind of how they can play with brand new players in this. Yeah, I was surprised. Like from a written standpoint, I was like, I didn't know they had it in them. A lot of people have a lot of issues with like pacing and processing from the first season, but I think that weaving in a character like him the way that they have constructively in these next two episodes, I think it's just written really well. I think that the progression of each character has been written better, and in adding more stakes and questions, because there's a lot of questions that they gave for the first season, but then it kind of didn't pay off. But this immediately, the first 2 episodes, they're already paying off the questions. I
Yeah.
don't know. What's your take?
Yeah, so they not only are answering some questions that I had in season 1, but they are making me ask like 100 more. You know, it's like there's so much going on. Um, like I said earlier, the amount of times that me and you were gasping because there was just so many just amazing moments, amazing moments that were making us ask more questions or making us be like, wait, this is happening. It was just, I don't know why, but it was the last thing I expected with this show. I was just caught off guard on so many occasions, and it's again making me ask so many more questions.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that another thing that I wanted to compliment the show on is I think that they did elevate the acting. I think the acting is not just good with our main character John, but I think across the board, like
Yeah,
they've elevated the source material. They're also complementing certain things from the Halo books and the games that some Halo fans are going to be really proud of. I can't say anything more than that. But I mean, I got to be fair. There is a thing in this that they have moved over. They've done less of it, but Saurin and certain other characters that are connected to these pirates are elements in this. And I know a lot of people did not like that from the first season. It was either one, it was Soren and Quan, or it was, Master Chief having a relationship. I personally never had a real issue with the relationship side, but I did find a lot of the moments with Soren and Quan to be very slow, and it kind of took us out of the baseline story. Now, Soren is in this. When he's in it, like it's kind of like, but they don't fill up so much time with it, so it makes
yeah,
it a little bit more bearable. Best thing I can kind of say, but I don't know. Did you want to add to that?
yeah. Without giving too much away, I feel like later on they kind of give us a little less, and it was a little. That's kind of what I wanted, because it's not necessarily that the storyline is bad, but compared to what is going on the others, on the other side of things,
Right.
it's we want to see more of that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't know. It's not necessarily bad, but I feel like giving it to us in smaller doses, I think is the better way to go.
Yeah.
And so we'll definitely see hopefully where it goes. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's less, you guys. It's
yeah,
less of that. And it's no lovey dovey anything. But it is a lot of heart, and it is a lot of emotional damage that's taking place. And the questions and some of the surprises very early on are gonna throw some of you guys off. But yeah, I mean, I don't want to say much more without dissecting. You go and check out our full breakdown. We did the first 2 episodes. We'll release those back to back on the same exact day. But yeah, I think it's actually really good. I think it's better. I'm just
yeah,
gonna say for off rip from what we've already seen, they've elevated a lot of different things. They've improved on a lot of different things. Now, if you guys are curious and you're like, why they keep on taking the helmets off, they are still taking the helmets off. Deal with it. Deal with it. That's
yeah.
that's really all I'm gonna say. As far as a rating is concerned, A to F, I'm keeping this at like a A- to a B plus. Honestly, it's right in between. Like it's doing really good.
And that's it's really saying a lot. Like honestly, like where I stood as someone that wasn't even familiar with the source material, I thought season 1 was all right. And then
Right.
going into this, I think they're starting off they're having surprisingly a really really good start. And I feel like that's really good to hear. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then I'm truly looking forward to, and I don't say this, I'm being honest, I'm looking forward to more,
Yeah.
and I really want to see where it goes. I have so many questions, like I said, like one of the episodes stops and you're just like that's it, like really, like that's what we're doing, and I'm just like I want to watch the next episode. So it's like they're doing their job, man.
They're doing
They're
something.
cooking, bro. They're cooking. And one thing I do want to say is that some of the other characters that I feel like didn't really get a lot of limelight in the first season are kind of stepping up a little bit here, and it's really cool to see more of that. So it's one thing that I am really looking forward to seeing where that does go, and kind of learning more about characters. That's the one thing I really am excited about.
Yeah, nah, for sure. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed our non-spoiler breakdown. Again, we've gone through the first 2 episodes already. You can go and check it out. We're gonna go through each episode individually. We may try to add more people into the fray with this, but Busy, where can everybody find your content, man?
Busy Braun everywhere. You can find me, of course, Busy Reactions on Instagram. I'm looking forward to doing reactions if you guys are into that. On top of that, doing short form reactions, just short form reviews, just a little bit of everything. So you guys can follow me, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. I'd appreciate the support, and I'm looking forward to dropping more or being involved in more content over here on TeamJVS.
Yeah, dude. We out here cooking, man. So go and check out Busy's content. It should be in the description bar below. Go and check out more of our discussions on Halo and other things that are coming up. Some very big things that are coming up. I haven't talked to Busy about, but I hopefully want to bring him into the fray with that.
Yeah, man.
And I'm gonna leave it at that. Some stuff that I can't believe is I think I'm coming back. But anyway, we're gone. Peace, people. Bye.